Welcome to Ghouls Night Out with your hostesses, Brandee and Jodi.
Hello, beautiful ghouls. Welcome. This is Brandee. I'm here with my sister, Jodi.
Hello.
So, we just watched Bigfoot Girl. And oh my God, I literally almost fell asleep.
Okay, so the picture of the, I don't know what that is.
Like, it would be like the movie poster if it was.
Yeah, okay. That looks like someone did some erotic fan fiction involving Bigfoot.
100%. Yes. It looks like, and even if you watch the trailer, she talks about her special experience with fucking Bigfoot. And I mean, not that I wanted Bigfoot porn.
No.
But I thought it would be more interesting than that.
It was bad.
Oh my gosh, you guys, if you watched this.
Sorry.
We apologize so much. Okay. So, okay, Bigfoot Girl. They're in Canada. They are on Vancouver Island, or right off of Vancouver Island. Is that right?
Yeah.
And it's called Campbell River, and it's like it looked like an island that they were exploring.
Yeah, they had to get there by a boat or by a ferry, I guess.
Right. Okay, so they took this ferry, and Bigfoot Girl's name is Kiana. And I literally wrote Big Food Girl. I think I'm hungry. Anyway, okay, so the guy that she is working with, his name is James. He reminded me of John Goodman at the very beginning a little bit.
Yeah.
But he has a podcast, and he started talking about how fascinated he was with Bigfoot and how we really don't know what it is. We don't know if it's aliens or from another dimension or shape-shifting something. We just don't know what it is. So that really fascinated him, which at the very beginning, I thought he was kind of interesting to listen to, and I was actually kind of getting into it at first. Mm-hmm. And the girl, Kiana, oh my gosh, she wants to believe it so bad. Mm-hmm. So bad. And she had an experience when she was 6 years old, and she didn't go into detail.
No details
whatsoever.
At all.
We didn't hear her story. We didn't hear her experience.
The only thing I got out of that was that she was 6 years old and she saw something.
She saw something. She said it was human/ape, but it wasn't either one of those things fully, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, she's talking to this James guy, and he's telling her about his podcast and how interesting he thinks it is. And he really wants to believe it as well. You can just tell these people are so into it. And then she asks him, like, basically, why are you doing this? What got it into you? And then he drops a dead people bomb on us. And just, I mean, like, nonchalantly as fuck. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I see dead people. Okay, great. Like, what the fuck? And then he goes, that's when he's going into how interesting it is that they really don't know what it is, and they just want to find proof. When she's talking to us about her experience, like the millisecond that she was talking to us, she was sitting on this ferry, and oh my gosh, you can tell she's freezing. She's freezing. She even tried to get up and like walk around a little bit, but yeah, it wasn't working. She was freezing her ass off. And then I put, nothing was happening. They were driving in a car, and nobody was talking.
For a long time.
Nobody was talking for a while. So there's that. He did mention, James, that he is part of the Canadian Paranormal Investigators. I believe that's what he called them, which I thought that was interesting. I would like to look up their website. So they go to this island, which is extremely remote, and he goes into detail about how remote these woods are and how nobody's, walked through them or done anything in them in the last 100 years. So they're going to this place where, if they find something, it's definitely not human made, and I think that's why they're going to this place, because they believe so much that they are going to find something, solid proof, even though there is no proof yet. They're going to find something. So then they bring in this man. His name is Thomas, and he was driving in the car with them. So Thomas is talking about Bigfoot and how survival is his most important thing. Bigfoot is out there surviving. He's trying to find food. He's talking about how we can go through a drive-thru whenever we want, but Bigfoot cannot go, and he needs at least 6,000 calories a day. He was talking about it like it was his friend. He knew Bigfoot. Okay, so then they introduce Steve and Tracy. And Steve and Tracy had a very long story about how they went up to go to the hot springs. That was hot, and that's going to be the podcast. Jodi's drinking soda. So, okay, anyway. So, Steve and Tracy are talking about this trip that they went on. She said it was kind of like a date, and he was taking her up to these hot springs, and they were going to go for, I guess, a dip. And they started talking about how much snow was up there. They weren't dressed for winter. He said that several times. And they ended up having to get rides from these guys that actually had snowmobiles, and then they had to walk back. So they start talking about how they had their date or whatever. They were walking back, and it takes him at least 15 minutes to get to a story where they saw Bigfoot 100 yards away in some trees, and they ran. They were scared. Worst story ever, by the way.
And he just kept saying the same thing over and over again. And, okay, I have to bring this up.
Okay.
The reenactment.
Yeah.
They were very, very, very nice about the people that they picked to be them in their
nothing like them. Nothing. It was so bad.
They didn't even try.
No. They're just like, hey, you're a guy and a girl. You come over here. Yeah, it was bad.
And they're probably looking at him like, yeah, they look like us.
Yeah, that's totally me. She literally had blonde hair, and the reenactment girl was she looked Native American. Yeah,
dark hair.
Yeah, it was bad.
Well, and the dude, didn't he have a red beard, red hair and beard, and the other dude, the real dude, did not.
No.
Yeah, that was
facial hair,
really...
dark hair was bad. It was bad. Okay. So then Thomas comes back in to the picture, and he is talking about this island off of Vancouver as if there's Bigfoot is there
constantly,
all the time,
and more than one.
Oh yeah,
and
everyone sees them, and they've got so many stories and no fucking proof, none, nothing. And most of this documentary, if that's what you want to call it, was this dude talking about how much he knows Bigfoot.
He went on and on and on.
Yeah. And this is where he starts talking about humans and us contaminating Bigfoot and killing off the species. So if we have to hunt for Bigfoot, next time we go hunting for Bigfoot, we have to wear gloves,
face mask.
We don't want
hazmat suits.
Yep. We don't want to contaminate Bigfoot with our, quote, filthy, nasty diseases. And I was like, what the fuck? What? And then he goes on about how bad it smells. And I'm like, dude, if anyone has fucking diseases, it's that thing. So he kind of pissed me off when he said that. And that's when I made the decision that he wants to be Bigfoot.
No.
So bad. He doesn't want to see Bigfoot. He wants to be Bigfoot. 100%. Okay, so I'm sure there's more driving because that was another large portion of this documentary. And again, no one talking. Then they show them...
Well, the dramatic music was playing.
Constantly
And loudly.
Even when there was a big, giant, like, blackout in the middle, there was still that loud, obnoxious music. I was like, what, is it over? But no, it wasn't. Okay, so next they show them in the middle of the woods. They just got there, okay? Like, they just got there. And James starts talking about his knee injury and how, like, he was not equipped for that. He did not think this through at all.
I don't think any of them did. They ended up getting lost. And
they got lost. And Keanu was talking, and they got lost for, quote, quite a while. Oh my god. Okay, so then James falls, and they film that for some reason. They actually got lost, like, to the point where they had to go all the way back, like, to the cars. And they were like, okay, we're just going to start this over again.
it's going to be a redo.
Yes. So, and I put, this documentary's great so far. He's like, nothing fucking happened. Okay, so then James comes back on camera, and he starts talking about all the animals that they're looking at. He talks about elk and I think otters and a giant squirrel.
Yes.
He's very excited about the giant squirrel, but no Bigfoot.
No
Bigfoot. So then Thomas comes back on, and he starts describing his Bigfoot experience. And it was like at least 10 minutes long.
Oh my gosh.
And this documentary is only an hour and 10 minutes. Mm-hmm. So he went on forever, basically saying he saw two Bigfoots.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, he saw a tree shaking.
Oh, yeah.
And a Bigfoot.
Right. And yeah, it was just such a long story. It was so drawn out. He was so fucking confident that Bigfoot is here. They are going to find it. Again, no proof at all. And if he said use your frontal lobe one more time, I was going to have you turn it off. Because he literally made it seem as though humans are just pieces of shit.
Yeah.
And Bigfoots are like Bigfoot? Gods. It's Bigfoots.
Oh.
The plural.
We've had this conversation before.
The plural of Bigfoots is Bigfoots.
What? The plural of Bigfoots is Bigfoots?
Yes. Well, I can't say the plural of big feet because that's not right. It's Bigfoots.
Okay.
I'm going to stop saying Bigfoots.
Thank you.
Okay, so
Go ahead with the second half, Jodi. And I don't see how you're going to talk about anything because nothing fucking happened.
I know, nothing happened. So they decided to hang cherries from the trees because the psychic told them to.
Yes.
They set up night vision cameras, and then they built a fire, and they sat around it and waited until it got dark out.
They like hung out.
Yeah. And this is all that happened, okay? Mm-hmm. They got woke up by knocking noises.
Okay, which let me stop you right there.
I know what you're going to say.
They were there for one night.
Yeah.
One night.
But do you know how many animals are in those woods?
Absolutely. Well, and they even mentioned like tree branches falling.
Yeah.
And other animals. And not to mention, okay, you go out to this remote forest and for one night and you're going to hunt Bigfoot.
One night.
And you go to bed early. They were all like, oh, we were woken up. But I'm like, why are you sleeping?
You're supposed to be awake.
What the fuck?
Walking through the woods, seeing if they can find anything.
Exactly. Like, what did they even do?
They went there and went to sleep.
And even the freaking stupid dude, which I don't know what his name was. He just had an interview in the middle of everything.
I don't know who he was either.
But oh my God, he was stupid. And he was just like, yeah, we had a great time. We even forgot why we were here. What the actual fuck? How did they get a documentary?
They had to have done it themselves, or I don't know.
Oh, you guys, don't watch it. It's horrible. Okay, go ahead. Sorry. But yeah, knocking on trees, anything could have done that.
They heard whooping sounds.
Well, even the guy, the Thomas dude, said that when there's high tide and there's wood that's drifting in the water, it will hit the trunks of the trees and sound exactly like that.
I know.
He was like, oh yeah, I've heard that before.
And then I want to say too, they were walking all through these woods the day before, right? And the night before, trying to get everything set up and all that. Most animals, and okay, if there is a Bigfoot, they're animals. They smell people. They're going to stay away.
Absolutely. They're going to be like, who are you?
Yeah.
What is happening? I'm going over here.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So the next morning, because nothing happened that night.
Yeah.
They say they found a footprint. I don't know about you, but it did not look like a foot to me.
It looked like a foot to me. It really did.
Well, and what it looked like to me?
What?
It looked like someone from the night before was going up that hill and slid.
Exactly.
Which made the footprint look big.
Yep.
Because it was all mud.
Yep.
And what are those things called?
Pine needles.
Pine needles.
Yeah. And he even said, here is the part where it's piled up behind the footprint.
Yeah.
So it obviously slid.
Yes.
Oh my God.
They want to believe it so bad
They're
they're not doing a correct investigation.
Absolutely not. And he took a cast of that particular footprint.
Yeah.
And when he brought it up, I was like, that is literally the size of your foot.
Yeah.
Literally. It was the size, like his forearm.
Yeah.
And he was holding it on his forearm.
His forearm,
like,
yes.
dude, that is a human footprint. 100%. Oh my God.
He said he could see toe marks. I did not see any toe marks.
No.
Then they had this super long conversation about noises. It was the Indian dude and that girl.
Yeah.
Whatever her name was, I don't remember.
Kiana. Right.
No,
or no,
it was the blonde-haired girl.
Oh, yeah, we didn't get her name.
Well, they went on forever about noises.
Yeah, and that's when he said, basically, oh yeah, that's where the wood drifts up and hits the trunks of the trees and sounds exactly like that.
And I wrote, so boring.
I know, that was the part I was falling asleep.
And then I put, these people love to hear themselves talk.
Yes, they do.
And then I put super long monologue about how sound travels.
Oh my gosh, I know.
I put cast did not look like a foot. And then they packed up and headed back.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And then I put, why would they travel all that way for one night?
That's what I was thinking.
They had to cross water.
Yeah.
And they drove forever.
She said they were on that ferry when she was talking for an hour.
Yeah. And then they had to hike forever for one night.
Yeah, one night. Oh my gosh.
Oh, and the cherries were still there in the morning.
They were. The Bigfoot didn't eat the cherries.
Okay, and then when they were talking about, or I think it was after that, but they went back to the subject of the feet prints.
Yeah.
I could have swore he said there were 100 plus footprints.
Well, yeah, he was talking about, one, how the cherries were still there. Then he goes on to say that there's 100 plus footprints around where they put the cherries.
Duh! They had to put them there when they put the damn cherries there.
What the actual fuck?
But anyway, okay, besides that, there's 100 plus footprints, but he takes one cast. Well,
he didn't even take a cast there because he said someone like stepped in the middle of it. So he's like, oh, I couldn't get that one. He's like, it was perfect too. I'm like, great, fuck off. This is the worst. Do not waste your time.
And my very last note I put in all capital letters and exclamation points. Oh my God, more talking.
It was horrible. It was. That's all they did. And just saying the same things over and over and over again the entire time. I thought we would hear more experiences from people, more credible experiences. I thought there would be a better investigation. I mean, that was like, it was like if me and you decided to go camping one night. Yeah.
We're investigating.
Yeah.
No.
Give me a beer. I mean, that's exactly what, and even the stupid guy, whatever his name was, he was literally, yeah, we were having a great time. We weren't even paying attention.
We weren't even doing anything.
And then the James guy was like, oh yeah, I went to bed early, so I was already up in the cabin. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Why did you? And then he complained about hurting his knee. I'm like, why would you hike all the way up there for nothing? Not even do anything, not even investigate, not walk around to the woods.
Someone even brought up the fact that the Indian guy lived there for weeks at a time, and he only saw one time, and they go up there for a few hours. Yeah, and they think they're going to get something.
And they're just, it's the amount of confidence that they have is just like, what are you even thinking?
It reminds me of the flat earther people.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
They want to believe something so bad that it does not matter what you do, what you say, anything.
Yeah, I know.
That is a Bigfoot print.
Yeah, and it totally was not.
No.
Totally was not.
It was someone that slipped a little bit on the hill.
That was it. Oh my gosh. So yeah, this one was probably a pretty bad one for us to
it was
choose.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that. I honestly, not to make it sound like, because I love Josh Gates and Expedition Unknown and his Destination Truth, but it felt like that was a way too long extended episode of that.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've seen it plenty of times where you don't catch anything.
No, if you're only somewhere for one, like, it's the same thing like on the ghost hunter shows.
Yeah.
If you go to someone's house because they have ghosts and you're there for one night, chances are you're not going to experience anything.
Yeah, nothing's going to happen.
Yeah, so, and I think they've caught on to that too, because a lot of the newer ones, they're staying there for like a whole week.
Yeah, or like 3 days. I know
Yeah.
Nick Ruff's he does 72 hours.
Yeah.
And that's probably minimum
Exactly.
of what you need to do.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like you said, if people, or if these spirits or animals or whatever it is, if they sense something different,
They're going to stay away.
until they know what's happening. They might observe you from afar and, figure you out and then maybe come out, but they're not just going to be like welcoming.
No, and they're not going to start doing anything right away.
Yeah, unless because when Thomas was talking about his experience, he kind of mentioned that they like bared their teeth at him, like they were trying to scare him away.
Yeah.
So, even if it's something like that, where it's something, they're not going to be welcoming, is my point.
No.
That even if it's like threatening, or, if they're trying to scare you, it's not going to happen right away. So that was basically Bigfoot Girl. So we do not recommend this one, just in case you wanted to watch it. And
So boring.
if you already did, we apologize. If you want something that will definitely put you to sleep, go to Hulu and look it up. It looks like porn, but it is not.
Is that it?
Yeah.
All right. We'll go ahead and do witty wrap up.
Yay!
We're going to do more Fuck My Lives.
All right.
Today I walked down the aisle when a bug flew into my mouth. In response, I threw up my beautiful white wedding dress. Oh no, I threw up on my beautiful white wedding dress.
Oh no.
I had to party and be in the pictures in someone's spare pink dress for the rest of the day.
No. Oh, that sucks.
Today I found out that the girl I've been dating online for over 3 months is actually a very bored 14-year-old boy.
Oh, shit. We were just talking about that. People can be anyone online.
Exactly. Today I was eating chips with my father. After I finished eating a chip, I felt something between my teeth. It was pubic hair.
What?
I soon realized my dad was scratching his testicles while eating chips.
No.
Oh my god.
No.
That's so nasty.
Oh my god. I might throw up.
Ugh.
No. Oh. Let's move on. I gotta change my thought process. Oh god. Ew.
Today while having my husband's boss at home. That sounded weird.
What'd you say?
Says today while having my husband's boss at home. My
Having him for breakfast or?
Oh, I gotta finish it.
Oh, okay.
My 3-year-old son decided to burst into the living room naked and yell, "Mom, look, penis," and wiggled it around.
Oh my god.
They must have meant he was visiting or something.
That just sounded really weird.
I know. That's not what it sounded like.
No.
Today I was told to be present for a meeting that started at 5 p.m. I arrived 15 minutes early and I was late for the meeting. This happens regularly.
Oh, well, fuck those people for telling you.
Yeah. Today I was hanging out with my 5-year boyfriend. He took me...
You think it was 5 years old? Ew.
Gross. Today I was hanging out with my 5-year boyfriend. He took me out on a boat and made me wear my most elegant outfit ever. Before getting on the boat, a girl pushed me. I fell and almost drowned in the lake. My dress was ruined.
What the fuck? Okay, asshole.
Today I told my boyfriend that I loved his flaming red hair. He told me that he loved the fuzz on my butt.
Oh. Okay, he needs to work on his compliments.
Today I decided to take my car to work as I had some errands to do after. I only live a few blocks away. After driving around to find a car park for ages, the closest car park available was outside my house. I ended up walking to work instead.
Oh, that sucks.
Today I was trying to straddle my boyfriend how you would to do a 69, and he plucked a hair off my ass cheek and said, "Got it." It was a black one. We did not continue.
Time and place, man. There's a time and a place. That was not it. Oh my god.
Today I heard that my mom is coming back from France, where my brother lives. I have lived in the same place exactly 45 minutes from my mother for 6 years. She hasn't visited me once,
Oh, that
but
sounds
she
like
has
our-
been out of state to see my sibling.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like our family life.
Today, while sleeping off my hangover, my niece asked me to get her a drink. I gave her a beer. I didn't notice it until it was gone. She's only 6 years
Oh
old.
my gosh!
That's
no,
abuse.
that is. Why would you give her a beer?
Today I was awoken at 1:30 a.m. by a strange noise and something tugging on my hair. I opened my eyes to find a very large rat sitting on my pillow chewing my hair.
No,
Yeah.
no, move.
Ew.
Ew, no.
Today I was masturbating in my bedroom when suddenly my mom opened the door and walked in with the guests.
Oh.
I didn't react quick enough. Okay, why are you doing that when there's guests?
In the middle of the day? And lock your door. Oh my gosh. Have you no shame?
Oh my gosh. Today my husband came home with a snake. I'm terrified of snakes. He made me hold it and it bit me.
Oh my god.
I'm in the hospital and he is still keeping the snake.
Oh, fuck that shit. Mm-mm. Oh my gosh.
Kick them both out of your house.
Seriously. Okay, you can have your snake.
You can
Not
it down
here.
the road. Today, my girlfriend of 4 months asked me to babysit her 4-year-old daughter. All went well, and she texted me to see how she was. I wanted to say a little ornery. My phone auto-corrected ornery to horny.
Oh no.
She didn't appreciate that her 4-year-old daughter was a little horny from her boyfriend.
That fucking sucks.
Oh my gosh, that would be horrible.
You need to check your text messages
Yeah,
before you
really.
send them.
Today I left the living room for 3 minutes to make a coffee. When I went back, my 4-year-old had found a permanent marker. God knows where, since I don't own a permanent marker. She then drawn on her face, the carpet, wall, sofa, both dogs, and as an added bonus, the TV screen. Parenting fail.
Oh no. Oh my god.
And isn't it crazy how much they can do
Yeah.
in like the shortest amount of time?
Yeah, it's insane. They can ruin everything.
Today I was walking around in the mall when I dropped my purse. When I bent down to pick it up, some guy came up behind me, humped my ass, then
What?
ran away laughing.
Ew.
That's nasty,
That's violating.
fucker. Today I went to the cemetery to visit a friend. As I was looking for his burial plot, I fell into a dugout grave
Oh my
and had to
God.
call my partner to come help me get out of the grave.
Worst nightmare.
Fall into a grave. They're like huge.
They had to have been not paying attention.
They had to have been on their phone.
Yep. Oh yeah, that probably was it. Or they came up to it sideways.
Oh, I don't
Still not acceptable.
Today I found out my husband of 7 years has been cheating on me with 10 to 15 people.
Ew.
Nasty.
Gross.
Today I was woken up at 3 a.m. by my apartment building's fire alarm. I loaded up my cats in their crates, brought them outside, and realized it was below freezing and snowing. I stood on the sidewalk in my thin pajamas and just watched the firefighters went into the wrong building.
Oh. What?
They stood on the sidewalk in their thin pajamas and just watched the firefighters go into the wrong building.
Okay, so was the right building her building?
I don't know.
Or was she in the wrong building
I
that did not have the fire?
Don't know.
Oh. Okay.
Today I was going to meet up with my boyfriend's mother to watch his swim meet with her. On my way to the high school, I got in a car accident. The person driving the other car was his mother.
Oh, shit. Oops. That sucks.
Today I was working in my store. Right around closing, a lady came in to try some things on. I went to the back, and when I came out, she was standing in the middle of the room with fluid coming from between her legs. I asked her if she was going into labor. She wasn't. She was peeing.
What the fuck? What is wrong with people?
I don't know.
Who would do that?
It's just now. Why?
How could you, like, dignity? Does that mean anything
no,
to anybody?
Not. Today, my roommate's parents came over to our one-room apartment. They found condom wrappers. My roommate tried to say they were mine. I'm still a virgin.
Oh shit. That's not cool.
No. Today, after my first dinner with my new girlfriend, I was using a toothpick when I fell, stabbing the roof of my mouth.
Ow.
She then laughed at me since there was so much blood.
Oh. Bye, bitch.
Yeah, really. Shit.
Oh, God.
Fuck off. Today I was fired due to complaints that my shuttle stunk of gas. It smells because I've been farting so bad on the shuttle. I did try to air it out, but I guess it wouldn't leave.
Those damn lingering ones. They follow you around.
The silent but deadly ones. Today I was walking around the mall and saw my crush from high school. He came up to me, and instead of talking to him, I burped, and he just walked away.
Oh, okay. Wow, that sucks.
Today I learned that a spontaneous romantic gesture of arriving home early with flowers and wine is not welcome when your wife is busy having sex with your brother.
Oh, what a bitch.
Today, and since forever, I've always been deemed boring for never trying anything risky. So I got frisky one night and decided to try anal. I got hemorrhoids.
Yeah, that's the wrong place to start experimenting. Let's try
Just go like skiing or
something slow.
some bungee jumping. I don't know. Today, while fixing my dad's phone, I saw Tinder installed. He's still married to my mom.
Oh, no.
Fucker.
Dick.
Well, that's all there is.
All right. Well, thank you so much for listening, you guys. We really appreciate it. Look us up on Facebook. Email us your stories. We still want them. Anything. We'll take it. GhoulsNightOutPodcast@gmail.com. Rate, review, subscribe wherever you listen. That really will help us. We need more listeners so we can get some stories. That'd be helpful. So spread the word. We would appreciate it. And next week we will be discussing Hunt for the Skinwalker.
Yes.
The book that we are reading this month. Hopefully. And yeah, we'll talk to you next week.
Later.
Bye.